Good afternoon, or morning, or whatever it is in your part of the world. Hi, welcome to the tavern. Today, we're supposed to have a special guest painting with me because, as I said, time zones and daylight savings time, when you leap forward before everyone else does, really sucks and makes it quite inconvenient. So, the ball GM said, "Hey, why don't we just stream together?" I'm like, "That'd be a great idea, so that we don't have to figure out. I'd overlap. Basically, I start an hour later, and he starts the same time, so I would be streaming while he's streaming. So we said, yeah, we'll make it a collab. So until he shows up, I will just be carrying on as normal. Maybe he'll show up at, I don't know, at 1:30 my time. Hopefully, we'll have a little show and tell today while he's here. And the other thing is, I got although it's not as big, I guess I listened to Gel Tip on what sizes are. And this is a lot smaller than I expected, but I think it's great. Actually, I love this model. Thanks, guys, I'll show this a couple times. But thanks, guys, but I did finally get my model. It is bigger than the cat. So it's not like a small mini. But I like it. I like the scale. I do like the scale of this. I've actually been doing some 3D printing myself. Oh, there's Night Whisper. What did I do? Kill the sound in your stream or something? Something must have happened. Because all of a sudden I didn't hear you anymore. What's up? I realized I totally forgot you were going to stream in the morning. And then it's like, oh, I don't ever get out of bed until later, so. Let's see, what else do I still need? I need my paintbrushes. That's what I need. As I get back to work on the cat. How was your stream? I saw at the very end what you were working on. Working creepy undead things. Welcome to the tavern. And today is supposed to be a dual stream. I don't know where the ball GM is, but he'll be here at some point. Unless not. I've got it all set up and ready for him to accept the invite. That's all. It's totally the moistest. Welcome to the moistest stream. So, Night Whisper, I got my mini. I got my Music Friends. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. Because I think I was going by what Gel Tip was saying the millimeter size of our giant was. I'm like, oh, this is bigger. No, it's not bigger. It's this size. When you broke out the water cup, well, that's cool. The moist water cup. So she is larger than your standard, what else here, I have a Hero Forge here I'm working on. So she is a good size. She's beautiful. Did you get yours yet? Also, I have a Moonlight Minis. I'm going to paint this for ReaperCon at some point on my stream. But I have this gorgeous Aasimar Paladin. I actually play one at some point. It was the moist one. The moistest one. No, mine's the moistest one. Using blood. Blood for the Blood Gods is such an amazing color. Hey, Lotus K, what's up? I think Baldy forgot what time it was I was starting. So at some point we are going to have the daylight savings. I should just call it the daylight savings suck. I like daylight savings. Okay, I like it being lighter later, but I don't like losing the hour. Like, it seemed like it was rough for a lot of people this year. So, I actually remembered to break out the little business card. There's actually a little link on here. Maybe I could put the whole thing on. But there's a little linky link there to find them. And they're the ones who makes the Adventure Cats. Get my hand in there. There's a whole lot of these cats, and they are amazing. So anyways, let's see. I'm doing this, of course, there's a lag. What's up? It's $10. It's like, no wait, it's probably like $16 for this mini. So yeah, I got mine. It is smaller than I figured it was going to be, but I think this is actually more like the size I'd want it to be for a little challenge. So I love it. And I think she's fairly beginner friendly. She doesn't have a lot of fiddly, she's got the flowers, but I mean, she doesn't have like horrid amounts of fiddly things. She's basically wood. So I think well done, guys, on picking a mini. I think she's perfect for this challenge. Oh yeah, I've also been printing more cats. I need to talk to Cyanus because I had an issue last night with my run. Oh, I had 8. I basically set up 10. I had 8 come out perfect, and the other 2, for some reason, the support stopped printing. But I have now, this is the druid, and this is the sorcerer. And then we also have, these were primed, sort of. I have this cleric, and I have the rogue, all generously donated, files donated by Kawna's Minis, so I could help promote her. And of course, the one I'm working on is the Bard. They're awesome models, and you know what? If you have all right, I'm just gonna say I've been really enjoying the 3D printing thing. I would say get your own file, always pay them for the file, and I can print them for you. I can't, by all rights, give away these or sell these. Yeah, copyright, and that's fair. But if you get your file and you produce proof that you bought one of the STLs to support her, I will offer a printing service. I haven't figured out quite what I'm going to charge, but I think Sarah said $5 an hour plus the cost of the resin. And if you have like more than one mini, you actually get a bigger bang for your buck, because it doesn't matter if I have 10 minis on that build plate or 1, it's all the same time. It doesn't matter. So I started out painting. This cat has the stripes now. I think they came out pretty good. So now I'm working on the rock and red clothes. So yeah, if you wanted to get like 10 of these different ones, you get 10 different STLs. Although some of those, yeah, send them to me and I will print them up for you. And it would cost like, for the whole lot, it's like 2 hours and change, plus whatever the resin is. So it'd be like, actually be really cheap for that many. It's expensive when you print out one at a time. But if you print out a whole crap ton, I mean, it'd be 10, probably $12 plus resin. It'd be under $20 for 10 minis. That's actually really, when I think about it now, that's actually really reasonable. So, and I guarantee the work, and if anything gets mucked up, I'll fix it. If anything gets broken, I'll fix it before you get it. They fix well, especially if you do it before you cure. Alright, so I started doing his shirt. I think I'm going to grab some orange to highlight this shirt. Also probably want to add some shadow lines in there. Actually, maybe I'll start with shadows. So I want to grab a brown. Where is... Gray leather, I think, is what I was going to use because it's a reddish brown. So I only have a resin printer. So if you want FDM, go to Lorinen. Or, oh crap, what the hell is it? It's Rivendell Creations. But go to Lorinen. He has FDM printers. And he does very good work. So First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in. Nope, these are the right glasses. So make sure I have the right glasses on. Actually, I should know because I can't see my chat with these glasses. So how are people today? How is everyone? If you're in New England, it's a beautiful day. For anybody in the South that may either is lurking about, because there are people who work and I don't know who you are, so you could be from anywhere. I just heard a sad trombone. So is that Pete the Hydrator? It is Pete the Hydrator. Good morning or good afternoon in your case, and it's just afternoon here. We've made the time jump, so I'm on an hour later, I believe, to you than I normally am. I hope things are alright on your end. Just debating whether this is dark enough. I like it for the shadows that are here, but maybe not so much for the hard line. No, like pretty good for shadows that are like under the arm and things, where you'd see some of the red, but probably not as much for the shadow right underneath. You know, oops, I need some water. Always forget my water. It's a bit gloomy here. It's supposed to rain. If you live in the deep south, though, yeah, you're fine. But if you live in the deep south, good luck today. Last night was pretty awful. If you lived in the Midwest, Missouri was getting absolutely slammed. Tornadoes. There was a huge tornado outbreak last night. Mississippi had one storm that went across. It kept spawning one. I actually said I'm a weather nut. I like. I just noticed that there's a couple bumps right there that I totally didn't see until now. All right, I haven't got that far, and I'm gonna cut them out. It drives me nuts is I can't see things until after I've already done them. Yeah. I don't know if dying in a tornado is better, but they're saying, yeah, today could be worse than last night, and last night was crazy. There's another bump too. Yeah, it's right here. I will go back over this. It's not a big deal. This with some paint, and then I'm going to fill it with a layer of the red. This whole back is kind of in shadow, so I'm trying to focus a little harder on painting shadows where they belong, highlights where they belong, and making one side making the darker things look dark and darker and the lighter things look light. Thank you, Shanur. Hello, Shanur. Good afternoon to you, too. So, anyways, if you're in any of those areas, take care. Please be weather aware. Make sure you have a radio and something going because it's supposed to be bad today. I said, and I'm a weather. I have a kind of a fascination with wild weather. I've mentioned this on the stream before. Don't ask me why. It just, I think it's something that we humans are fascinated with. Is we never want to actually see a tornado coming down our neighborhood, taking out our house. But there's a lot of people out there that would like to see one and be like a weather chaser. That's why I think there are weather chasers. Pete's lurking. Okay, see you, Pete. Black and brown. Black and brown is like the darkest brown color I think I own. And I'm really glad. I think I inherited that one too. And I really am glad I did. I really like the color. I should have got, or maybe I bought that one. I don't remember. So I got mine. I don't know where Baldy is. Maybe he got lost in the time thing. We're supposed to be streaming together. Maybe I'll come in an hour at the hour point, which is when I would raid into him. So I got my mini for the Music Friends Challenge. It is this size. So it's bigger than your standard 28 millimeter, but it is. I do like the size, and I think it's very forgiving. I think Baldy made his big. And where he's gonna be on, we can ask him. So, oh, Shanur, look, I put the link. Make sure that maybe you can get the QR code there. For all those wonderful cats, and there are so many cats. Make sure there's enough. I deal with barcodes a lot in my line of work, so I have to know the rules. And usually when I need a little space, little quiet space around there. Okay, so under here, I want it to be dark. That arm to a degree. Hey, why aren't you doing that? It could be the light too. So I could do this with his loot sort of being in the way. I sort of view this cat as something that he's rocking. Anybody who follows me on Insta and has seen my posts may have noticed that I add the music on Insta because it's kind of fun to do that. And I've added all rock music. Although today I did Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. That one kind of rocks out too. There you go. So there you go, Shanur. Take a look at the cat goodness on her page. It's fantastic. And as I said, although in reality, you have a 3D printer, so there is no excuse why you can't do this. Alright, so as I said, I'm trying to make the back look fairly dark or muted back here because he's leaning. So this would be dark. It might be a little bit, if you notice I left this a little bit redder down here and not quite as dark. Because if the light was going to hit anything, that's where it hit. Still, even in the dark areas, you want to have some contrast. He's got lines on the shirt. They're actually like stripes, but I don't want to do stripes. doesn't have so much in the way of wrinkles. I'm pretty happy with how the stripes all came out. Please make sure you post them, and make sure when you do it, post them. I really want to see. I love these. I think they're gorgeous. I think they're absolutely adorable. It said, if you have a really good product and you want me to pimp it, it has to be a good product. It's gonna be something I like, but I absolutely will. Only for the cost of maybe the STL. I basically do print these out, the ones of the 5 they got, because Geltip passed along to me, because she gave it to Geltip, and then he passed along to me, and I think he mentioned he was going to pass it along. But she mentioned to him that she wanted to be involved in, like, paint and takes, because a sample maybe will get more business. If you really like painting this one, then go home and get more, and maybe I can dovetail it into, I can print them for you. I'm charging you for time and resin. So all right. So now I'm going to grab my highlight color since I added some more shadow into that. And it's going to be orange because the best way, I'm going to grab my red too, my fire red to have it handy. Best way to highlight red is with orange. And then I'm going to start doing some thinking because I want to make one thing that I want to be known for is my use of color. That's one of I think my strongest things. So I want to absolutely kill a color scheme on this guy's clothes. And I do want to, of course, because it's me, I want to include some purple somewhere. Everybody loves purple. All right, I love purple. So I'm just going to put down this orange. I'm going to work it in a little bit later. For now, I'm going to put the highlights in, and then I will blend it in. But I'm also going to try to make it less orange. By doing a handy trick that... Oh, hey! Hi, Jiggly! What's up? I hope everything's great on your end. You're also across the pond. Hey, you actually figured out the time jump. I officially started an hour earlier than I normally do. Right? No. Hold on. I hate this. Wait, no. Right now it would have been... We started an hour later, I think. That's okay. Hey, life is life, And I mean, I'd like to see you more on WoW, but obviously that doesn't friggin' work. Weekends, I'm busy. When I would love to be hanging around with you there. And then, because like tomorrow we have paint day. So there goes tomorrow. And then today I have my stream, and then I'll be hanging out with good old Zal, our gamer DJ, tonight. We're going to play Vampire. Hey, Jotun! Oh, maybe I need to make that part of show and tell. Obviously, I still have to pay you for it, but, I think we could share, can't we? Especially since you're here. You know what? Jiggly? Or Jips? You know what, Jips? You probably would like these. You guys, I believe you have a cat. I think you have cats. I think you like cats. There's a whole line called the Adventure Cats. You have 3 cats. Look at it, and it's so much fun. It's actually a lot larger and a little more forgiving. The only thing is, you could come to me to print it, but honestly, if you know somebody overseas that could print it, it'd be better for shipping. So there's your standard. This is a Hero Forge mini of my turnip answer. So it's about the same, so a little bigger than that. So yeah, Jiggly is on the same side as Jotunheart and Shanur. He's in England, so he's in that same time zone. Dealing with the fact we all sprang forward here. It drives me nuts because you guys aren't. We sprang forward earlier. It drives me nuts because you're all springing forward later. So I'm teaching. So this is how you deal with red, Jiggly. So you know, if you want to start, like, okay, for your first mini, if you want to just, because I know you have your minis in hand. I believe you ordered paints. For your first mini, don't go nuts. Just worry about the big thing you worry about. I think for your first mini, is getting the paint on there nicely. So getting your base coat on there. Worry about that first, and then we'll start talking about more like what you can do to jazz it up, because that's what painting is. It's getting that base coat, it's coloring in the lines, and then it's learning techniques to jazz it. That was quick water change. Oh, you're gonna do red and white, which apparently are two colors today. Yes, they are. Red, because what do you highlight red with? If like a lot of colors, if you add white, you just get a lighter version of that color. But when you add white to red, you get pink, and it's like a total different color. So I'm teaching you right now how to deal with red in the highlights. So as you can see, I'm highlighting it with orange. You can also shade it with brown or purple. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is too, yes, they do have, like, okay, here's some reds. I'll grab this. Where's my chum red? But lighter reds are said they're not red. They go towards orange. So sure, here's like, all right. So here's a bunch of reds. This is actually red brick. You look at it's almost brown. It is I guess technically it's a red. So this is a good shadow color. I could have used this on this guy, but I decided to go with browns instead. They're browns work really well with red. They're actually a reddish browns. The color I'm using two colors for the shadows to make the shadow areas on this. I'm gonna go back in and probably add a little bit more of a brighter red in there. I like the shadowiness of it, but also it looks like there's a spot on there I need to cover. And then, but I want the back part to be darker. I was kind of explaining this. I want the back part to be darker because it's more in shadow. This is advanced, okay? When you start getting in the levels where you're nitpicking, right now just worry about the overall effect and worry about getting the colors on there neatly first. You want to make sure your paint, like actually the Reaper ones out of the bottle, if you get Reaper, or a lot of them out of the bottle, are fairly thin as it is, so you can just apply them. A lot of times I don't even thin down my first coats. They flow pretty well. So if you notice, my back is darker than the front because there's more light coming down and hitting it from the front. So if you look, this last color, and then basically it would go like this if you wanted to paint something big enough. So there's your super dark, and there's a kind of dark, and there's your mid-tone, and there's a lighter than mid-tone, there's your highlight. If you did five colors. if you do a really big area, 5 colors works. On something small, it doesn't. So, but as I said, you can also use a purple or a brown for your shadow for red. And you can definitely You could definitely get a good range of colors that way. But orange, if you want to do the lightest color, orange is your best highlight. And then you go back over it with some red. Can you use Metaphiston? Okay, so now if you're going to use GW colors, you may want to add a couple drops of water to them. GW colors are meant to cover. They're meant to cover quickly. They're meant so you can paint armies quickly. They're exactly what they are built for. They are not great if you want to do display stuff, though. Now, you're not really doing display stuff. You get that. Don't worry about that. You're not, unless you want to enter a mini contest with this or whatnot, there's no worry. You're painting for yourself. And that's the important part here. Paint for yourself and have fun doing it. I'm going to flip him over. He's got a little, like, there's a little band at the bottom of his, which I'm going to have to figure. I have not figured out what I want to do for, like, this neck piece and all the trim. I haven't figured it out. I want him to have really a great color scheme. But I've yet to figure out what that scheme is. Well, you can. I didn't say you can't. I just don't want to put pressure on people to think that they need to do stuff at a competition level right off the bat. When I say the GW. But GW, I mean, they make nice colors. I can't deny the GW paints. Although, don't get GW white. Oh, God. Yeah. Hey, Gyps, don't get GW white. It is the worst color in existence. It is chunky and gross. It is a joke amongst the entire, Warhammer mini painting community. Don't get their whites. They're just bad. I mean, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so that it covers, but it ends up like right out of the bottle. It's like separated. Gel tip! Going to the dump in 3 minutes and then Joann's. Oh, to buy all this stuff because it's on sale. Hey, wait. You know what? I'm going to show this now. It's show and tell day. And I said, I don't know what happened to Baldy. He was going to stream with me, but in a half hour maybe he'll show up. Because that's when I would normally start streaming. Alright, we have to show this. So I have... So Jotun has made me, because I really always liked, Gel Tip's little, the imp. It's like, so we were talking one day on stream, so we decided I was going to have him make me a little icon. It started out, it's on one direction. I was like, I'll make it a fairy. I'm, with a wand that hands out points of inspiration. So... let's turn on display. And then, alright, here we go. What do people think? She's, the purple is spot on. So yeah, she's a fairy. The hair goes into a paintbrush point. She's hilarious. I love it. I showed my husband, he's like, yeah, that's great. What do you think, guys? I will make sure, and now, I have an emote spot, so maybe I'll find a way to put that in as an emote. I kind of want to leave the rest of my emotes, I think, the way they are. But I have one spot. Do we think this really, do we all like this? Is there anything he should change on it? I believe it's is it digital? Like, I know you sketched it out by hand. I'm hoping it's digital. I can modify, yeah, make it an emote. Oh, that'd be really cool. Yes, it's digital. Good. Because that makes it so much easier. I think it's I think it's great. I like the colors on it. I see the colors are very clever, by the way. So, whoops. Let me scooch this over. I'm gonna scooch it because I'm not seeing all chat here. All right, so it should be a star. And let's see. I think it's a star, and it should be a mug. What? No, no. I like the star, and I mean I know I have the mugs, but yeah, I'm good with it being. And I want to be a wand. It's handing out inspiration. Here you go. I think it's hilarious, and it's got the glasses, because God knows I can't see anymore. Well, the paintball, it could be liquid inspiration. If you really think there needs to be a cup on there, I get a better idea. We could put... Do you think it needs a mug? Do you really think it needs a mug? Because the place I would put a mug was on her hanging off her belt. But no, I don't want to. I like it the way it is. And also, if you make it too detailed, the things are going to get lost in an emote. I'm a little concerned at how this is going to shrink down if we're going to see it. But yeah. Let me know if I need to owe you more for an emote. We'll make it. Said I like the emotes I already have, and oh wait, I actually am missing one. I need a hello. Like I used the one there, and then I have one. I do have an inspiration one. All right, I'll make sure I get you that after the stream. But there you go, guys. And she'll be floating around somewhere on my stream. But great job. If you want emotes or you want a really cool little mascot for your streams, there you go. Go to Jotunheart. Reasonably priced. Unfortunately, what actually probably made it more expensive was the dollar is probably sunk. But then again, the dollar has always been, I don't want to say weak, but has been €1 is worth more than $1. So and the pound is worth more than $1, and that's been forever. So there's a little show and tell already. It is painting there. So her hair is a brush. Okay, wait. Let me redo this. Let me actually put this up because I wouldn't mind an opinion on this. All right, so. It's supposed to be like, if you look up here, it's supposed to be a brush. Are we losing that effect because the paint is coming down? Like, he pulled it back. Is it still coming down too far? I mean, if I was gonna do it and change it, I would probably cut it about here so it's only on the tip, but I don't know. If it's confusing... That's not terrible, though. Only a nickel weaker after what's been going on here? That's not terrible. So, gel tip. Before you run. Can you let me know what you think there? Or people, let me know what you think. Should this be like this, or should the paint be more on the tip? Because it's supposed to be a brush. The hair is supposed to be a brush. What do you mean one paint drip should be longer than the others? Wait. So Jotini, you keep reading this because we might want to switch that up a little bit. The hair is, we might need to do something because we're losing the fact the hair is the brush. But does it come down? Because typically when we paint from just the tippy top of the brush. Is there something we could do, or he could do, to make it look more like a brush? have an idea. I hate changing it though. I mean, I always ponytail my hair. What? I didn't even think about this. I don't want to change it though, but because I know there'll be a lot of work to change it. I was thinking, what if you put like make it a ponytail, right? But it could be a ponytail that's sticking straight up. We've seen hair like that, right? And you put like the ferrule holding the hair. I didn't even think about that. What do you think? Yeah, kind of like a top knot. You make the ferrule and then you do a brush shaped. Okay, alright, we gotta change it, Jordan. See, I did try to have it pulled back to make it look, but I think, yeah. So I think we have to change it. It's too confusing. I want it to be obviously brushed. So yeah, we basically, you do something like this. Okay, my hair is at the back. But you do something like this where, and then you do a brush shape. If you think like a paintbrush, look at the Painted Here a Tavern logo, where the shape is more like one of these. On a small brush, it kind of comes to a peak. You know what I'm saying? I think that might make it more obvious. You know what? This is why I said I'm going to show it or wanted to show it around. I personally, I mean, in a way, I like it because it's like my hair. My hair, I have a lot of hair. I have been growing out the bleach parts. No, you actually answered some questions I kind of had in my mind with this. But I mean, like the fact that she's big hair, or that bigger hair, that is sort of like my hair. Although they found something to put in it that made it more smooth. I guess I need to get shine stuff because whenever I wash it, my hair poofs out ridiculous. So I don't wash it like that often. Because it actually, my hair hates it. It sounds weird, but it does. So I had, alright, so full disclosure, if people popped on my Wednesday stream, they might have noticed I had some makeup on. No, well, someone said it looked like mustard. Now, I get what you did. I think the thing of it is, maybe if you make it look more like a brush, and the color can be on it, it probably would look less like mustard. Unless, get away from mustard. Although, I don't hate the color. I like the color. Unless you make it purple, like you make the whole thing, but it's almost too monochromatic. I don't want it. I like the fact you have that other color there. You can make it. You've got the green handle. I mean, Lord, I mean, you can make it green. I do actually like green paint too, and that'll look nice with purple. You'd have to probably do something with the wand's hand. I mean, I said, I kind of like the way it is. I like the colors it is, but I love green too. So you could even do that, and maybe that'd get away from me looking like mustard. I don't think it looks like, to me it's too orange to be mustard. Maybe there are orange mustards. Yeah, yeah. You can make the handle. You can make the wand, the handle of the wand, like a light purple instead of green. So you don't have the green here in front of the a green wand. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you have the poofy and add the ponytail brush. There you go. Try to do it so you don't like go crazy on yourself. But overall, I guess people do like the logo, though. I think it looks great. And once the updates are done, I said, I'll get you, it'll still get you your money. I understand. I respect what you want to do with it. Anybody who goes to wants to go take it to go spend on a con, you have my respect. And you know, I was thinking that might make if somebody ever wanted to take on trying to sculpt that thing or digitally sculpt that thing for a 3D printer, that might make a really cool little figure. That's yes, and that's true. Well, most monitors are cal, and also, well, actually, yeah, no, that's coming right from my Discord. So, no, yeah, no, it absolutely. This is why me, when I'm a designer, it makes me crazy when people pick colors based on what's on the monitors. The people that do it don't tend to have color calibrated. I don't even have a color calibrated monitor for my work. I don't really need it because we have to match it. I don't have to match it so much on my end. It has to be matched in the production end. So the colors that come off the printer or yeah are off the silk screen. That's the colors that matter. Oh, I need my red. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. If I knew how to sculpt better, I would do it myself, but turn that image into a 3D image. But that's not really my strong suit. I'm a 2D artist. Unless you want to count the fact I'm printing on a 3D model, but really I'm a 2D artist. I'm not really a sculptor. Actually, maybe I should take that in between color. That Phoenix, yeah, which I'm running out of. I actually gonna have to. I do have to put in an order to Reaper at some point because I do have a couple of minis I want to pick up for rewards. Now that I think I have everyone's rewards, and I don't know, Night Whisper, did you ever give me a reward idea for you? But I finally heard from, well, you know, in fact, I'm gonna paint one of my rewards probably at paint day tomorrow. Now this Phoenix Red is still red enough. I don't have to worry too much about going back over it. But it's the orange ones that I'm gonna have to worry about going back over. I feel like right now I'm stalling for time because I don't know what other colors I want to use in this. Okay, so on his back. So yeah, so this is when you start getting into almost, I'd say, next level thinking. You start thinking about really just the huge range of colors you need for everything. So if something's in shadow, you want to have you want to have highlights and shadows, but you want the shadows to be darker and the highlights to be lighter. We're all busy, trying to do things, trying to paint things and get the paint on there neatly, and think of 3 colors to put on each zone, let alone 6. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave it. That looks okay to me. Cover that spot over it took out. Grab a little bit of my shadow here. Okay, now I think I'll do it with the Phoenix Red. I'm gonna really water this down and make it a glaze. I don't have anything for show and tell this week. Nothing? Nothing? That's okay. You don't have to have anything for show and tell. Just doing a little test. Every once in a while, I'll use my finger. I'm gonna glaze this color over it. Try to keep the brightness, but make it look a little more red. And a little less orange. I took Gel Tips glazing class, and this is what it entailed. Yeah, it's yeah. Hey, John the Templar, how are you? And yes, I got your message. At some point, I will go look up what that is. See if maybe I have it here. If not, I gotta put an order in the Reaper anyways at some point, so I will pick one up. Any of you 3D printer people, you ever had a problem where... Hold on a second. You ever had a problem where I had 10 things, there were more of these cats, and 8 of them printed perfect. They're all the same thing, just copied over too. But the last 2, for some reason, the STL, the supports and part of the mini just dropped out and stopped printing. Anybody have a clue of why? Because I'm at a sort of a loss as to why it failed like that. And they printed fine before. I used the same file before. Come on. A little bit of lightness up here. Because I would dearly love to know why the frick it did that. If I have to change the file, fix my file. I debate if I lost too much. I think I've got it up here. I still see the lightness up there. I like that to be a little bit brighter. I have an Ogu Saturn resin printer. Something tells me this might not be a printer-specific issue. I can Google the answer too. But it is a resin printer. For some reason on 2 of my minis, the back dropped out. The back of them and half the supports just stopped printing. And it's really weird how it did that. If I place same minis, let's say 6 times a million plates, they're off for misprints. Printers can be real. Printers can be real. Yeah. So wait, is it a misprint like what I'm describing? Where it just stops printing? And I only did it twice. This is only takes the time I ran the file. And not in a row, either. I was hoping Cyrenius would pop in. Toss a coin to your butcher. So, I mean, I don't know. Believe me, I really don't know. So... right on the high points here. So it looks a little too flat. So now I've got two other colors involved here. There's like this trim, this little braided trim on the bottom of his shirt, which is also right here on this, and then I've got the collar. I'm actually really happy with his fur. Oh, you gotta go? Let's see. Okay, lurking while I go or clean brushes. You lunch, gonna watch while I do house cleaning downstairs. Oh, fun. Not stopping, but not printing corrected. Did you print stop printing halfway through the file? No, I don't think so. The only thing I do is I pause it briefly, raise up the head, but it stopped after I did that. I basically had the base was all attached. I right now I check and make sure the bases are attaching, but I only go wait till about maybe 15%. I think last night was a little more. It was like 30% in, but the place it failed was much higher up. Wait, you already did it? How the hell did you already do this? Oh, I think more like that. Alright, guys. Alright, you all have to help me be the judge here. So it's a black and white. What do you think of that? That does look more like a brush. I know, and that's... What do you think of that, guys? Also, I see now, yeah, the edge of the paint, I think, is much more effective. And it keeps the poof. Anybody? Oh, we didn't catch a Night Whisper who's like the Shanur or what? I think the one distracts I from recognizing the bar. Oh, that could be. I haven't. Oh God. I don't want to make this too painful here. Oh God. I don't want to make this a whole huge redraw, but I'm wondering if you post the arm like this. Where it's more down. Shit. I'm so sorry. I hate doing this. And then maybe instead, I don't know if. Oh yeah, okay. If you can easily adjust the angle of the. Why not make the wand the brush? I mean, that's an idea. No, it's okay, Shoughton. I'm wondering if the... Jeez. This is like really hard. I also say, I wonder if the hair, right, if you bring the hair up at a little more gradual angle into it. I mean, I'm just trying to think because it's so sudden. But I mean, that's what I envision. Hey, he's got a point. What if we make the brush? You could still have some fun with the hair. I mean, I'm wearing a ponytail, so I don't tend to wear it as a top now, but I wear a ponytail so often. It could be a high ponytail, and you could like come, I don't know where the hell you do with it. It could come around, and then that might actually work. Have the brush be the, I love the idea of having her hair be it, but it does look a little weird now. And yet it's probably the way it would look. But maybe make the wand a brush with with the paint on it. I don't almost want purple paint. It's such a good idea. Wow, two people said make the wand a brush. I think we need to do that. Well, like we've got people who are, it's great having another eye. Wonder, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the hair. I still love the idea, but honestly, yeah, do something else with the hair. I guess make the wand a brush and do something else with the hair. It said, and keep in mind, if you're basing it off of me, that I want to actually clicking the right X here. You're basing it off of me. Have the I do wear ponytails a lot. Like, I mean, you have an idea. I will take your idea. Because I'm a little stuck. This is why it's actually good at times, even if you're an artist yourself and you can draw, having somebody else do it, get somebody else's ideas, and get talk to the room about things like this. You guys are smart. I love the fact that two of you literally said the same thing. I know if you hear a sound in the background right now, that is my printer. And I don't have it on right now, but while I've got resin in the tank, in order that the smell doesn't build up in the room, I'll leave the exhaust fan on. Adjusting the bottom of this a little bit. I think I'm happy with that shirt. Okay, so I think I'm more or less happy with this shirt. When you look at things and see if they make sense to you. If they don't make sense to you, change them, because it means that there's something probably wrong. So always have things when you look at it make sense in your mind as to what you're trying to capture here. I always forget. I don't know what happened to Baldy. He was supposed to join me, and apparently he's not going to. Or he's joining me at 2:30. Let me just see if I didn't see a chat from him though. Maybe you want to check on him? Geez, do I need to get a wellness check on Baldy? A little concerned. Oh, my phone was updated already. So, let's see. I was thinking about. I want, it's me. I feel like I need to have some purple in this. And then I could use yellow. Oh, yeah, white. Oh, Jips, or Jiggly. Jiggy. Get jiggy with it. Jiggly. So, we were talking about reds. Let's talk about whites. Well, he canceled stream yesterday because he pinged me this morning saying, why don't we collab? So I was like, okay. But I mean, he pinged me fairly early, and then who knows? Maybe I just didn't get back to him in time. And maybe he didn't see. Who knows? I have an invite out for him, though. So Jiggly, we talked about red. Let's talk a little about white. I'm assuming you're still lurking about listening. Um, white is difficult because how do you highlight white? And the answer is you don't start out with white. I don't have a white on this I'm doing. So, um, you don't paint white. You paint a light gray. So that way you have a place to go to highlight. And your brightest highlights are going to be white. He knew. It's why he wanted to collab, because he knew that there was a time change. They do it, but they're doing it next week, I think. Ask Shanur, he would know. Or Jiggly, he would know what time they're springing ahead. But I'm pretty sure it's like next week. Yeah, exactly. It's like 2 weeks after we go. We used to be later, and then they changed it. I said, I don't personally mind springing ahead. I'd like to never fall back. I like the extra hour that night. This is the hard part. What color do I want to make it purple? In Germany, it's the last Sunday in March. Yeah. Same time for him, an hour later for us. So all our staff meetings for all manager in Ireland this week were at 9 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. That actually works out better for you. So, yeah. It's like, I mean, mass confusion. But he literally messaged me, and I was like, okay, sure, let's do it. But I also slept in. I always sleep in on Saturdays. It's my one time I can sleep in. Oh, yeah, Saturday is laundry day. Alright, what am I going to do for a color? I'm really stuck. Ah! I want to do purple. I mean, it's me. I want to do purple. Maybe do a gold trim. It's got to be a purple that works with red. So I think this is a hard one, guys. I'm gonna put this together and see if I can figure out something here. Oh, I might have actually a gold still in my. I want a brighter yellow than this. I have amber gold, but I think I want it brighter. Oh wait, I know what to use. I can take that out. By the way, I'm finished with that project. Sometimes it's fun to just do this. What do we think of this? Do we like this? You know what? There's one way to find out. At least they'll just purpose. Oh, wait. Or do I want to go with Necromancer Purple? No, I think I want to go with This is going to be the dark color. I'm going to go lighter from here. I got my two thin coats too. So let's just close. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I think I have an idea. And then maybe for the pants I'll do like I like keeping the purple line. I also have to figure out what color to do, like the little gauntlets and things. For rock and roll, probably imply black. Why are you a little crooked there? My artist opus brush is finally. Hey, Cyanus, I have a huge question for you. I have the biggest question for you. So, I've been printing off these cats, and I just printed these guys, actually. Why is it that... Okay, they all stuck to the plate this time. The problem was, partway through, two of them stopped basically printing. Like, the supports all dropped out. Same file copied over. Basically the same thing copied over 10 times. 8 of them worked, 2 of them didn't. Do you have any idea why it would do that? Because I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix it either. I know there's such a thing as it's one of those things. But I don't know if there's something I can do to fix it. I would like to fix it. So, here's a question. Do I have to redo the file, or will it eventually just... But they're all the same file. There's 10 of the same thing. Is there some reason... Will it... If I ran it again, would it print differently? And it has worked before in the past, too. The biggest issue I had before was the fact that I had them not sticking to my build plate, so I learned to level the plate off. It's been working great ever since. So that's why I said I'm confused. I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix it. That would be cool. Yikes. There's not a lot of running room in here. So the top one, I don't think has the trim. It's only the bottom. It may work again or add some extra supports. I mean, but it's like only 2 and 8 of them work. Try increasing your exposure time. I have enough trouble getting those fuckers off the build plates because my exposure time is... I mean, I could, but it said, here's the thing, 8 worked and 2 failed. So that's why it's like, it's a mystery because they're all the same thing. Maybe when I'm all said and done, I'm done running the cats, I'll do an extra run of the bards at the end. I could try that other thing too. How you doing, Kaz? And don't forget, we're practically at show and tell time, so... gonna get started on this little neck piece. It said, I have to do some purple in this. It goes without saying. I have a reputation. I'm gonna keep it. But I wanted the focus to be more, on the clothes, I want it to be more the red. And it wasn't even the whole thing either. It was just basically the top of it that failed. I'm just using Elegoo. I'm using Elegoo. I'm using Elegoo's resin. Water wash. Wait, no, alcohol wash. I don't remember which one. I wash it in alcohol and then I rinse it off in water. So I find that actually, although the last couple rounds of stuff I've done, I've noticed they've been like I've been leaving him. I basically, when I'm done, I take the plate out, I turn it sideways, and let it all drip down. I wonder if I could snag them. Oh, no, I could show. You know what? Maybe I can snag them. They're done. They're just sitting there. I just grab my gloves and grab them. Hang on, guys. Yeah, I'll leave my mic on so that you can all hear what I'm doing, even though you can't see what I'm doing. Alright, let me move the exhaust fan off and take my glasses off and put on a set of gloves so I can. Things I've learned: pull the plate off before you take the minis off because you might drop things into your tank and you don't want to do that. I don't know if that's going to show. I don't know if I can find it. So we can rip this off at the bottom. Now all of them succeeded except for two, and the rest. All right. And I'm not a badass like Cyanus. I wear a mask. Come on, get back on there. I don't really like the smell of resin. It's not the worst. I really actually am not a fan of rubber gloves either. They never fit right. Alright, let me take my gloves off. Kind of dried these off. I mean, they've been dripping off, so there's. Give them and my hands a quick wash. Okay. Ah. Making a mess! There's no neat way to print stuff on your printer. Okay. There's my failures. Ah, the fume spill. Yeah, no thanks. Oh, next is my DM. Alright guys, so we're all having fun helping me pick glasses on my head. So see, I had this. And I lost all this in here. So I'm not sure what's going on. Oh wait, maybe it's okay. But it was really weird how it came out like this. And it's supposed to be down like this. But actually, I wonder if it's alright. I thought I lost half the head. It may be okay for a paint and take. This one I accidentally ripped off all the things, support, so. Yeah, it just printed weird. So this one, the supports went into the so Sayonara, so you there? So see, it printed the supports like this and going straight down. And this one, it did it, but it put it at a distance, but yet it printed the rest of the cat, so I can't use this. Do you have an explanation as to why it did that? Because I am curious. Yeah, it smushed the whole thing got smushed. Alright, so I have one failure, the other one. Looks like it's stuck to the plate instead of just releasing. So this one I think is actually I think this one's okay. This one's a disaster. But losing only one is okay. See about looks like stuff to the Ep5. So how? I guess I'm not understanding. Well, wait, stuck to the Ep5. Are you saying like it's stuck in the tank? It didn't stick in the tank. It stuck to the build plate. Are you? Maybe it needs to be changed. All right, maybe it needs to be changed. Release distance. Okay, I could try that. That I get. You know what? Maybe I'll clean it and take a look. But the last run I have worked out great too, so I'm not sure. Maybe something's in the way. Because it was stuck to the plate. It was stuck to the plate. It did come up. It didn't stick in the tank to the actual sheet. But I don't want to change it because that thing is a pain in the neck to change. More of the lift speed. I could try all that. I don't think any of that would hurt. Alright, actually, it is practically show and tell. Alright, so there's another version. Okay, guys. Maybe we get a winner here. Really like this. Alright, guys. We have another thing. Alright, so. It's both your flip plate. Maybe. You guys know more than I do. I'll tell you that much. You get your star and your brush. Okay, so display pics. Plus, also it is show and tell time. So, first thing on show and tell then is gonna be that. What do you think of that? Oh, that's cool. Actually, right. You get the star and the brush. Yeah, I like it. Does the back of the ponytail need to come up a hair? Because, I mean, he's got the hair coming out there. Or should it just disappear? Ponytail tends to kind of stay like this. It doesn't tend to. She still has the poofy hair though. At least this part's poofy, which works for me. I really like it though. I feel so bad, Jotun. Like it. I have customers like this, and we're the most annoying people ever. Okay, very interesting that only one of these failed. Like, outrightly failed. All right. So also, Cyanus, is it possible that it is the sheet? Oh, I'm so sorry. So the hair, like a ponytail, tends to come to a point. It doesn't tend to come up like that. Um, but honestly, she's a crazy thing. We all love, everyone loves the that change though. It is much better. I mean, you could have it. You could have the ponytail coming up and then coming up a little higher and then tailing off. Rather, do you know what I mean? Coming up a little, coming up, and make it because my ponytail tends to just it comes down like this. It doesn't do this, and to me that's what a ponytail reads as. I like all the efforts. Believe me, I think it's really cool. She has such chunky feet. No, I love her. I think she's adorable. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I love it though. It is show and tell time though. Oh, Baldy did finally. No, I fucked it up. Moving hour forward is an hour earlier. Damn, not later. We did it again. We screwed that up last year too. This week, this is too much for me. My music for streaming. I have to cancel our collab and my stream. I read it. Oh, jeez. Well, you should have at least popped on and said hello on the actual stream. I love to have you here. Poor Baldy. I hope he's okay. Everyone, just happy thoughts and vibes to Baldy. Honestly, that just sucks. Alright, so I'll make sure I cancel the invite. Get it. Yeah, it just sucks. It would have been fun. Alright, so that's fine, and no rush. Honestly, there's no rush. It was kind of fun because basically you're basically we can get chat to weigh in. Yeah, no, yeah, and I said I'm the same way. I have customers though that do take it to the nth degree. Oh, Baldy, I'm so sorry. So, as I said, thoughts and vibes and virtual hugs to Baldy. 3D printing. What do we got in there? What have you got, Cyrus? New objective marks and new terrain. Oh, those are cool and gross all at the same time. I love it. And then, yeah, some really cool terrainy bits. Excuse me. Oh, so I can see chat. Happy show and tell Saturday. Baldy, I know. I just said, hey, I just accidentally read your DM on stream because I was like, it's cancel. First of all, Baldy, I think I'm sorry, I'm sorry how you feel. I'm glad you're gonna go see somebody about it, and good on you. But that sucks. I'm so sorry, man. And it's okay. Don't feel bad. I would have let you. You could have just jumped right in. The invite just would have been good. You could absolutely have jumped right in if you wanted to hang out on stream. But if you're not in the mood, that's okay too. Please don't. But I said everybody, we're all gonna send happy thoughts and vibes to you, so that you feel better. It's just, I get it. Yeah, no, you know what? And as I say, it is okay to not be okay. I try to. You all know I'm generally a happy person, especially when I'm here with all of you. But I'm like everyone else. I have my moments too, and I've allowed myself that if it's definitely okay to not be okay. Especially work has been the probably the biggest. I've had a lot of pressure on me. Um, I feel like I'm sort of carrying my job on my shoulders, like my entire company on my shoulders at times. And it's a very heavy weight. So there were times, especially last year, where I was not okay. Streaming and painting was an absolute refuge. So, all right, I will put up my own. So here's some of the stuff I 3D printed. That actually worked. So there's the Druid Adventure Cat, and there's one of my ReaperCon pieces right there from Moonlight Minis. Look at how beautiful the Moonlight Mini stuff is. And then I found this freebie dragon on a D20 that I've had sitting in my files for. I'm like, I might as well print it. So, so, so anyways. So yeah, just to show, and then I also did these. The ones, these two here, and the Sally one's lying down. I can't sit them up. Those are for Rocket Koopa. One's is Saturday character, so the big guy here. And the other one's for a game he's doing. And I also printed a smaller version, although I had to glue the thing back on because it was just so delicate. I was playing with sizes, so I printed these two smaller, like normal game piece size. So I've actually been doing some 3D printing and then simply make toys. How do I make it bigger? There we go. Making more machines and wheels and things like that, and just absolutely friggin' cool. I mean, and Lauren's been all into this. Simply Make has definitely been one of the more interesting. Well, I will say this: everybody who 3D prints on the stream, you're all interesting, and you're all make really cool stuff. Oh, it's a marble thing. That's right. It's a marble. It's like a marble. Yep, it's a marble thing. I actually love marble mazes. Now you can really play marbles. If we had enough people here, I would almost love to do a whole marble thing. I love marbles. He's got all the explanation too of. And and it actually, once you set them going, they just keep going because I think they get picked up. As long as you keep turning that wheel, the marbles keep going. That is amazing. That's really cool. I love things like that. Alright, so let's see. We have anything? I don't know. We don't have anything there. Don't forget, we have our monthly prompts. We have some lunch break. I gotta actually be better about posting lunch break mini painters. Anyways. Oh. Alright. Work in progresses. What was our last stream? It was last week, right? What's today? Today's the 15th, so the last day was 8th. 8th. So there may be repeats and whatnot, and you may see some finished stuff, but I actually happen to like looking at the work in progresses too. Baldy, by the way, you put out the class to shame. I have a question for you. When I switch this back to that display. Alright, we did those. Alright, so, first of all, Baldy, you're putting us to shame. Actually, I'll do it now. So, I love her. I mean, you've already stolen the colors I would have done it. Now I gotta come up with another plan. She's beautiful. I think you printed her. Did you print her larger than... Alright, let me show you. I want to know if what you had is larger or if really this is what you're printing. Hey, Carol. Can you... Wait, no, stop that. Here we go. That's what I want. I'm switching. Oh. I switched off display. Okay, for the moment. This was the size that I got mine. Did you print it this size or did you make it bigger? That's what I'm curious. I thought it was going to be bigger, and I was totally friggin' wrong. And that would be my fault. But is it bigger, Baldy, than this? And it's looking beautiful. That's probably the biggest disappointment about today is the fact that I was actually looking forward to you painting yours while we were streaming together. So that's the question I had, is whether or not this is bigger, like you printed it bigger. I expected it was going to be bigger, and then I got like, oh, well, I like the size though. So yeah, this was from the vendor that I bought. Right, I'm 3D printed. All right, let me go back to this. But absolutely beautiful so far. Also, you said you put us all to shame by the fact that you got it, you printed it, and you started it so quickly. She's gorgeous. Did Baldy disappear? As a 60 millimeter model. And then we were saying like my Frost Giant was 58 millimeters, and it isn't. I think the Frost Giant's larger or something. Or she could be scale. I mean, the Giant is a giant. She's friggin' beautiful. No, that probably is right. Drive me closer. I want to hit them with my sword. Oh my lord. Now Crimson, which I know is not around. No, it's the print I got from Princess. It is 85. Yeah, so it is larger. I thought it looked larger. You know, it's great. I like the size I've got. But I think it's really cool that you're actually printing. You did it bigger. She's gonna be beautiful when you finish with her. Yeah, I mean, all right. So Crimson, if you watch this later, one of my people watch the videos. Shout out to everyone who watches the videos after the fact. There's a bunch of you that do, apparently. Or either somebody is just watching them repeatedly for the entire time they're up. I doubt that, but... yeah, he probably did. And as I said, I like the size of it, personally. That was the size I tend to want to make them use in French Challenge. I don't tend to want to make them big. So when I thought they were bigger... oh, look at that, John the Templar. Thank you so much for gifting us to Lotus K. And if you know, Lotus K, if you can somehow get 11 more, I don't know how many subs this is for you. If you can somehow get 11 more, you get a free mini too. And actually that's something I have to do now that I think I have most everyone's orders. I think a Night Whisperer needs to give me what he wants. But I need to put an order in a Reaper and get minis for rewards. So one, of course, is for Cyrus's lovely wife, Bebop. But anyways, as I was going to say, well, he's probably going to jump out of that and run down into the fray. But that is pretty funny. Bring the melee here. I want to hit things with my swords. From my tank. That's a lovely Dorn. Alley Cat. Oh, that's for the shit. I forget the Harbinger or something like that she's working on. I'm assuming that's part of it. That's a really cool banner. I love it. It's really coming out nice. Gel Tip is painting the Adventure Mouselings. I've painted some of these. In fact, I haven't done the Samurai, but I think I've done the rest. And I love these little guys. At some point, I want to put them all in a big diorama fighting a big snake. So, Bro took the term tank class way too seriously. That banner. Yeah, the banner is beautiful. Yeah, the banner from Alley Cat is... Alley Cat's a really good painter, guys. Thinking a lot of you are. Yeah, she's a great painter. She came in 4th in the Reaper Quarterly. Bacon Golem, Pringles, and Primer combos. That's interesting. I mean, I wonder if he primed it red and then went over it with the silver. It's very cool. I really love the look of this. Very shiny too. So yeah, alright, so I'm not sure about the purple, but this definitely, if it is, it's almost like he Zenithal primed this with red instead of white. Very cool. Actually, you can do that. There's no reason why you can't. That's really, really interesting. I think the base is left. I'm trying to understand. This is a good work in progress. I think that must be a sister. Yeah, it's one of the sisters. And I think he probably printed this sister. But nicely done. Coming out good. Maybe you'll come to a paint day. We have a paint day tomorrow at the Creator Pull Games from 1 to 5. So, come down and visit and paint with me. Oh yeah, so remodded frameworks, D&D frameworks, Night Hag, being painted as my own take on Zoraida from Malifaux. Rocket Cooper is big into Malifaux, and they make fucking amazing minis. But the fact that he's taken one of the frameworks brand and making and trying to paint in the style and such, it's really cool. It's very pretty too. I like what he's doing on it. Working on skin. Oh, Lotus K. That is Chef's Kiss beautiful on that skin. I love it. I almost feel like there's a hint of purple in there. The shading. And that's absolutely not printed. Oh, that's right. You actually bought the 40K minis. Okay, and it's coming out great. You want to see it? Well, if I remember, we'll get to that before the end of stream. And then Liz K also has one of the Dryads. Yeah, okay, so this is the one. This is also the vendor one. Oh, it's so pretty. That's right. I looked at this the other night and thought for a moment, I love the beginning of this. Use purple as the undercoat for the skin. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I could tell. It said I could pick up the bit of purpley in the shadow areas. I'm thinking about doing purple for the undertone of my Dryad, because it said, I know you said this was not purple. You said it was what, like blue, a dark blue gray or something that you used on her. But I love that with it almost on my screen, it almost has a purple hue to it, and you've got that greenish yellowish, which look really smashing with a purple shadow. I love the way you started this. Very different from what Baldy did on his. That's the best part of this whole thing, is the fact that I love to see what you guys how we take that same mini and handle it differently. And even with the different sizes too. Update on the Duchess. I mean, this is great. What a fun model. And I like the fact he tried a little freehand on there with the flowers. That's really cool. And then, and the Unicorn Hunter. So he's got an albino, crocodile, a unicorn. There's all the horns. I still say he should put one on his head because he wants to be a unicorn. He's just jealous of them all. The white's coming out nice in that. And then, okay, so Lois K had an update on it. You're going hard. Oh, wow. Look at the purple there on her skin tone. You're going hard. You guys are going to use all the purples. I can't use them. I want whatever I want to do. I make mine different than what everyone else is. I do want purple in it. I do like the green. I like the green hair, which is what I was thinking of doing. You know, instead of the leaves, she'd have the hair. I know. I've been playing around with ideas, but I can't finish. I'm not starting mine until I finish the cat. So tournament's legal status. So that's not hard to get to tournament legal status. That's 3 colors. That's it. Just put 3 colors. You can paint them all literally one color, and as long as one's a shadow and one's a highlight, then you got 3 colors. But I would, obviously you want more. You want the white hair and such. It's a good start. Unfortunately, the picture is not the best, so it's a little blurry and hard to see. Or it could be my eyes. Could be my eyes too. There's still just a highlighted yellow, no green, just yet. Oh, it's a yellow. Because interesting, on my screen, it looks like a green. A little progress on the Chaos Knight. Oh, that's cool. A little progress, but you know what? It's progress. It doesn't matter. Every time you put some paint on a mini, you're still making progress. That's coming out great. You know what? I'll be able to better comment on it when you get more done. Finished. Let's see what we got for finished. Say 3-8. I think we went over Night Whisperer's goals there. So, Halfling Barbarian. That came out, wow, that came out really good. I like the pinkish tone he put on the surface of the skin, too. I like the eyes came out pretty nice on this. Good expression. You accentuated the expression. Still there, go for it. So let's call it green. I'm kidding, I was kidding. It's what it, well, think of it is, you could say it's yellow, but it's on the green side of the yellow or it's yellow green. Or it's the green side of the yellow section of the color wheel. That came out really good. Also, I love the pants and looks almost like a softer leather. I like the hair too. That came out nice. Alright, so from Baldy, Lady Zozer. She's such an interesting character. I love the bright color. Like, the whole thing's purple. But I think the thing that really makes this is the shot of orange, like this bright orange and the green. I really like that. The colors on this are beautiful. And also the fact that you have a base that's like an orange color or rusty color, it really picks up the hair and it ties it together. She's really cool. Look at that attitude. Nicely done, Polly. And the poison spell, playing to my heights, tails very looks good. Yeah, and sometimes it's just, you look at it and you're like, that's, you find a place to stop. And this was it was a good stopping point, especially for simply a simple mini. It's pretty gross in all the right ways. And the fact that you kept it shiny. So it's got kind of a wet look. Oh my god, the shell is a friggin' skull. Oh, that thing is gross, Baldy! That is horribly disgusting. That's part of the Prince Session Welcome Pack. Oh, that's right! It says literally just a bone-based coat and 3 washes. You know what? That's a great way to handle it. You could probably highlight a little lighter. You could go a little lighter, a little more off-white. I wouldn't go white. You go a little more off-white if you wanted, but honestly, it's got enough contrast that it doesn't need it. And maybe the chemicals in this thing have like changed the color. That's really good. I love it. Sparkle Fish, the last thing known brothers who craft magical beast parts to sell to trophy hunters. What? I have one of these. Actually, I think that's one of Reaper's Christmas minis. Or something. There was a special mini. So there they are. This one makes me think of actually Smart Goblin. I think it's the glasses. The glasses and the nose. Those came out great. They are a lot of fun. It's so much fun. Bacon Golem. I'm actually... Wait, did he put down what these... No, he didn't write down what they were. If anybody knows what they are, call it out. Look, to go with the... Look, if you put Baldi's Mini on this base, I mean... You'd be this, you know, it could live in the land of slime. Of acid slime. I love these guys. They're Froggos. I don't know if they're Warhammer. They might... I think they were Warhammer. They're really cool, though. And then we have another Votan. Yeah, the Froggos are cool. I kind of want to know where you get them. Just really great job. I like these. I'd probably the only criticism. Right, but it's okay. They're okay the way they are. So I probably want to do something more in the face, so the face would stand out a little more. But I think it's really cool. It's like it's picking up, like this thing is almost reflecting a blue tone on them, and the skin's really picking it up. That's really neat. Alright, so. Alright, guys, here's the latest one. Yes! There we go. I think that's it, guys. What do you all think? With those colors. And I'll find a way to incorporate this into the, I'll find a way to incorporate this on my stream somewhere. And yeah, emotes would be good. An emote that I can use from this would be good. Well, that looks good. Says Jotin. I'll get a colored emote made of it. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, hell, if you did the waving hand, she could be hello. I could get rid of. I forget now which one it is I need to replace at some point. There's one I just took the one that was there, and I always meant to actually replace it, but I've just been too busy. But she looks wonderful. I love her. Do we all? Everybody thinks she's great now, right? And then yeah, I'll put her somewhere on my overlay, and probably. I'll probably replace the mini that I have from my picture on here with her. She's cool. She is the friggin' coolest. I like it. I can't wait to see it colored too. You know what? On the paintbrush, it's almost. See, here's the thing. I really like the orange or green. I think I said make it green. And it makes sense to have the brush in the bottle, but I also love purple, but I think it'd be too much purple. So I'm gonna stick with it. Make it green. I like the green. I can't wait to see this done. Alright, so I think we have it. Where the hell am I gonna go? I mean, I could always keep painting, but I think that's it for... I think that's it for stuff. I'm already on it. There we go. Which would move to the one hand. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I love personally. I love green and purple together. All right, it is time. Where the hell? Let's So people I have on. I have Cryo. I have Luna Bacon. I have Ren Temple. Ghoul Studio. Shadows Proxy and Spark Minis. Anybody have any preferences? Well, see, wasn't it fun to do it on stream? I wanted other people to see it, so. So, alright, as I start to wrap up, this is where I basically finished. So I started putting a purple color down for his collar at the very end, but mostly it was playing with the shirt. And trying to make sure that, like, back here, where it's out of the light, it's darker, as opposed to here, where the light's hitting it, it's lighter. Then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the gauntlets. I gotta figure out what to do with the pants, and I gotta figure out. I think I'm doing this. For the colors on the shirt and the collar. These three, basically. I think that will look good. I want to do a really strong color scheme, I think is what the key is. And then I have, for when I'm done with this cat, and it's going to be a bit because I'm doing it as a competition piece. The next mini up will be this. Will be my Muse and Friends challenge piece. So, please join us in our absolutely fun time of, fun group paint together. She looks terrific. I'm looking forward to actually, I can't wait. I got a lot of thinking to do on what I want to do for this. I'm not really sure. But it's such a cool model. I'm just so glad you guys voted for her. She is lovely, and I can't wait to work on it. I think I'm going to be tired of painting flowers by the end of it, but we'll see. And those of you who have started, your paint jobs are terrific. So, nobody, wait, there are a bunch of you who've been talking. Nobody's got a say on where we should go? Let's also take a look. Cryo Cheese, I think, paints for long periods of time. Also, he's a really good painter. Oh, he's 4 hours in. That might not be the best play go. You're gonna be house cleaning. Well, where should I go raid? Ah! I was gonna say, where should I go raid, guys? There's so many good streamers on right now. Where should I go, though? Sorry, I've been cleaning up the old more color work to get new stuff started. No, that's fine. I said Ghoul Studios. Why, you want me to go to Ghoul Studios? Since you're the first one to speak up, we can go there. You haven't been there before. Luna Bacon. Okay, I have a vote for Luna Bacon. That was not definite enough. We'll go to Luna Bacon. I like Luna Bacon. I'm glad I have like a whole arsenal or a whole bunch of mini painters that I follow so that I can find somebody to go to. Luna Bacon's cool. Alright, let me hit the raid button. Let's all go. Alright, so thank you all so much for being here. I had an absolute blast today, hanging out with you all, chatting, painting. I'll be back on Monday at 8:30. Nah, that's not Monday. I'll be back on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And we've already made the time change. Of course, most of you in Europe are probably going to be in bed. And then I'll be back on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And of course, Saturdays I'm on at 12:30 in the afternoon. Let's see what's else. I will be on Murder Hobo Inc. tomorrow night. That's the D&D game I'm involved in, stream I'm involved in. That's on YouTube. It's only on YouTube, not on Twitch. And it'll be the B-side again because we are once again missing one of the players. And that's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, I think that is all my stream announcements. There will be painting tomorrow at Creator Pole Games at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And that's it for things I'm up to. I've got plenty I'm up to, trust me. Thank you guys. Thank you for the really awesome little all the things there. Thank you for the bits. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend. Baldy, feel better. We all love you. And happy painting.